He's one of my favorites, and part of me is saying that because he's listening. Because I really can't quit him. George Kittle of the San Francisco 49ers back on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, George?
I'm just thankful to be here talking to Rich Eisen and the boys on a nice Monday morning.
Yeah, let's do it.
I like the
specifically after Father's Day, Rich.
That's right. That's correct. I still have this title of best dad ever.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's not even self-proclaimed too. Like you earned that.
I definitely. Oh boy, have I earned it. I have. I like your background. Look at you, Year 5, Tight End University. These are all your sponsors, right? Is that what you got? Is that what you got?
Yeah. This is my classroom. I go everywhere with it.
Wow.
I get to show off all my best friends, the people who allow Tight End U to happen.
Okay.
From our number one sponsor. Nope, this way.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to my hand signals.
Yeah.
Bud Light,
Nice.
they're our main sponsor this year. Just so the guys have something to hydrate with, as along with Gatorade water. You got Dude Wipes. You got Old Spice.
Look at you.
Kinder's taking care of the food. Jersey Mike's is taking care of the food. New Era is providing good baseball caps to protect the guys out there from the sun's harmful rays. And then Chubby's just to let the thighs out because the sky is out. You know that. You got to wear short shorts every once in a while.
Well, if you're talking about tight ends, you got to have Dude Wipes too, right, George? That's what I see over your left shoulder there.
You might as well use Dude Wipes. I mean, why not? It makes sense. And why not just pair Dude Wipes and Old Spice so you're smelling and feeling great?
Is that Shanahan's playbook over your right shoulder? Is that an actual 49er play? That's over? No, the other way. The other way. Oh, okay.
What play? I have no idea what play that is. What play is it?
Yeah,
what
man.
play is it?
I don't know. What is it?
Well, I'm potentially getting the ball on that play, so I like it. Whatever that is, we'll install it.
All right.
My corner. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Kittle here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's going on in your life, man? Everything good? I always like catching up.
Everything's great, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. I just got done with mini camp and OTAs, which was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
What was really fun this year was we had like 99% attendance for almost the entire thing, which we haven't had since probably 2019. So that's pretty fun when all the boys are back. You got to do all the workouts, go to the meetings together, practice a little bit. And then for like the first 5 weeks, you're done every day, like at 1 or 2 o'clock. And so then all the boys get out there and they go golfing together, hang out, get some dinners together, just really building up that team camaraderie is what I would say. So I've been having a great time hanging out with the boys.
I mean, look at this. You're signed, Warner's signed, McCaffrey's healthy. Ayuk's coming back, at some point. Purdy's paid. I don't even know what the hell to ask you. What do I ask you? It's like boring.
Let's see.
It's boring in your world. What's happening?
Yeah.
Last year it was all like, who's not there? Who's there? You going to get signed? Purdy going to get signed? I'm bored. No offense.
I know. I'm so sorry that the 49ers aren't the centerpiece of some drama this year for the NFL media to talk about.
Yeah.
And, the discourse, we're just not doing our jobs of being dramatic enough. I'm so sorry for making you have to work a little bit harder and not just to be able to have clickbait and headlines just right out of the locker room. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. It's actually my first offseason, I think, without some type of quarterback drama.
Yeah.
So it's been fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, and 49er fans aren't complaining about the defensive coordinator. Salah's
That's true.
back,
They're not.
right? I mean,
that might be like the underlying like headline for the Niners is that Salah's back in the building. It is. He's really good at his job, and I'm really excited that we somehow convinced him to be our defensive coordinator again because he knows what he's talking about. He's inspiring. He gets the boys fired up. And he just happens to also be really, really smart. So I'm pumped to have him back in the building, just hanging out with him a little bit, talking about stuff. You can just tell he's ready to roll this year, and he's going to get the boys fired up.
All gas, no brakes, right? That's what he does.
Yeah. That is. Yep. Violence is coming is what I would say.
Okay. That sounds very Game of Thrones-ish. Oh, wait a minute. I just found out what. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Now the conversation is Purdy worth it. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Now, hey, we landed on something, You're
right.
Is he worth it, George? You're going to hear that.
I am. I've heard it multiple times already. I would say, I don't know what his winning percentage is, but when you win a lot of games and then the only, 2 years you go to NFC Championship or better, I think that I think that's decent.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite things about Purdy is everyone calls him the check down merchant. And then like the last 2 years, he's had the least amount of check downs in the NFL as a starting quarterback. So I think he's doing pretty well.
So check down merchant, is that football version of like free throw merchant for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? Is that the football version of it, George?
I think I never thought about that, but that's a pretty good connection. And thank you for bringing the Thunder into it, because I am an Oklahoma City Thunder fan.
You
and
are.
So
You are.
I lived in Norman, Oklahoma for 3 years. So I went to the playoffs when it was Durant, Harden, and Westbrook. And so that was pretty fun to watch. I've been a Thunder fan since high school, and very excited to see what they're doing. I got to go to a game back in, I think that was March.
Mm-hmm.
And Shea put up 50 points, put up a nice 50 burger for me. I was blown away. Those guys are really good at basketball. And, me and Pat McAfee aren't really on speaking terms right now, but we're not, but it's okay because I still respect Pat. And I do say, like, it's hard for me to not root for the Pacers because I'm a Midwest guy, and seeing, I like Indiana. So I am a fan, but just not right now, unfortunately.
Okay, George, we're going to stir something up right now. Chris, can you tweet out George Kittle rooting against Brock Purdy's BFF and college roommate in Tyrese Halliburton? Can you? And that's creating dissension in the 49ers locker room, right?
Yes, it is.
Dissension.
Yes,
it's creating dissension.
And college
roommate.
Is. Got it.
Yeah. That's definitely happening. But like, just because, look, there's no bad blood between Iowa and Iowa State for me now that I'm I'm not in college anymore. But it doesn't mean I have to root for Iowa State people. I respect them. Now, would I root for an Iowa State player over a Nebraska player? 100% I would. Like that's a no-brainer as well. So I do have 2 Nebraska players in my locker room this year, but they're both really nice guys. And I just say, they like to say, go Big Red to me. And I say, go Big Red, go home.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. So then now tweet out he's creating a problem with bussing with the boys. Now he's no longer with the boys, just as they're going to Nashville for Tight End University. Please tweet that out. George, you are just so controversial today. Wow. What is happening?
Also with the boys is based in Nashville, actually. Right. So they're not going anywhere. They are actually hosting our Tight End and Friends concert that we have. We have 10 country artists performing a private concert for the boys at Tight End U. And Will and Taylor are actually our hosts of the event, which I'm pretty excited about.
Did you see Taylor Lewan's first pitch, George Kittle? Did you see that?
I honestly, I watched it and then I immediately tried to flush it, but I just couldn't. I've actually had nightmares about it because I've been asked to throw out a first pitch before, and like that's just nightmare fuel for it. And then you have a guy like Will Compton going out there like it's nothing, just delivering a strike right down the middle. Yeah. Some guys got it, some guys don't, and that is what it is. And it's fun too. I'll be on Bus with the Boys tomorrow, so I'll probably just talk about that for the entire duration.
Oh,
of the
you
show.
have to, because he can't. I mean, literally, look where that ball's headed. I mean, it's just. It's like he did this on purpose. He had to have.
I think he got distracted by the lady in yellow. That's a lot of yellow. It's a lot of yellow. You got distracted.
Actually,
that's tough.
That is like a stoplight: red, yellow, and then the green seats.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it. So you won't do a first pitch because you don't want to be. You don't.
No. It's just nightmare. I would say that, though, I got asked to do it for the Cubs one time, and I just couldn't make it work for my schedule. But I said at some point I would love nothing more than to throw out a first pitch in Wrigley. That'd be pretty special.
Okay. All right.
I've drank a lot of beers in those bleachers.
I'd love to take me out to the ball game. That would be good. You do the whole thing, George.
I would do that as well. I would have a lot of fun.
We're just trying to make dreams come true here. A few minutes left with George Kittle, San Francisco 49ers tight end, 5th year of Tight End University in Nashville, Tennessee, the June 23rd through 26th. And you're bringing a whole bunch of local kids in from the Nashville Big Brothers, Big Sisters program as well.
Yeah, we're bringing them in. We try to do something with kids every single year because I fell in love with football when I was a kid, and I just think it's the greatest team sport ever. You can just learn so many valuable life lessons from it. And when I was a kid, like NFL football players were like superheroes to me. And so a lot of these kids are going to be hanging out with like their favorite players, their favorite teams, and like just, put a huge smile on their face and have a lot of fun. I'm really excited about that. One of my other things I'm really excited about this year, we got Jeremy Shockey is showing up to this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. So,
that's cool.
Maybe have a little Jeremy Shockey highlight reel, have him talk about his mindset and why he was such a violent football player. So I'm looking forward to that conversation. It's going to be a great time. It's tight end is always fun, but every year we just try to make it a little bit more special. We have a golf tournament this year, so I think the boys are going to really enjoy that one as well.
Who's the best stick? Who was the best tight end stick, George?
Ooh, golfer?
Yeah.
I don't.
Who would win it?
See, I know Travis. I know Travis is pretty good. I think he just won a tournament at Greg Olson's charity event.
Okay.
As part of his scramble team, he's good. And then the only other player I know that's really good, TJ Hawkinson, was all conference in high school. And I just spent the last couple of days with him, and with rental clubs, he was golfing a 79 and an 80. So yeah, he's pretty good. And I know Colby Parkinson, the Rams tight end, who also lives in Nashville. His wife golfed at Alabama, and so they also live on a golf course. And he hit his first hole in one yesterday.
Oh,
humble brag.
Okay.
Yeah, humble brag. Must be nice, Colby.
All right. So
must be nice.
Drinks on him, to say the least.
Drinks on Brock Purdy all year and for the rest of eternity.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what, 50 some odd million? I mean, is he worth it, George? I mean, I'm trying to get that narrative going. Wait a minute. I'm told everybody's saying that. Not me, though.
Well, I would say,
Not me.
is it worth it? Is he paying for the Halloween party this year? Then yes, it's worth it.
Yeah, he's not a roommate anymore, right? He got married. He's got all this cash. I don't even know who he is anymore, George. You know?
I know he's changed, man. He's changed. He's not Mr. Irrelevant anymore. He probably still drives a Toyota truck. Like, this guy's he brought a new truck probably. He's changed. I have no idea. No idea. He's just not he's not this nice young kid anymore. He's grown up. He's an adult. Goodness gracious.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are under the radar. Can you believe that? You really are. I mean, nobody's talking about you, because I think everybody.
I love it.
Everybody thinks your window's closed, George. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
The thing about Windows is you can just throw a chair through it and break it open. For all I give a shit about.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just grab a chair, throw it through there. We're just gonna rebuild it. Yeah, we'll make a new window, cut it out.
Okay.
That works for me.
All
yeah.
right.
Doors, windows, I don't care. Kick them in, baby.
Yeah, I know, because it's, the Eagles are the defending champs, and Jaden Daniels is when the Commanders took them, all the way to the NFC Championship game, the NFC North. Everybody's looking there. The Rams came close to beating the Eagles last year, and then, I mean, I'm looking at some other teams in the NFC West. That's where you play, right? Because I totally forgot. Where do you play?
I think so.
The NFC West?
I think I'm on the West Coast. So, I think I'm over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was talking I was with Hawkinson the last couple of days, and I realized it's like the Vikings are a pretty damn good football team. Justin Jefferson, decent. They got our running back JP Mason, they got our D tackle Javon Hargrave, and they're already pretty good besides that. So I was like, you guys have an opportunity to be pretty special this year. So I'm just going to try to get everyone to talk about the Vikings, the Eagles, and the Rams, and then we're just going to let us be underdogs the entire time.
Well, that's right. I mean, we're talking more about the Broncos. They got two of your guys too in free agency.
Everybody just loves Niners players. Like, leave my guys alone.
All right. Well, you're on a tour, man, and I don't want to. I'm a professional. I don't want to jam you up or whoever's after us, even though it can't be nearly as enjoyable.
You're my last run of the mill today, man. So you get my best.
Okay. What are you and your wife binge watching? What do you do? What do you watch? What TV are you guys watching? Before I let you go, I want the George Kittle. What are you streaming? What do you got? What are you watching?
Yep. Well, so what's nice is my wife loves, so we watch the shows that my wife likes, and luckily she loves like government conspiracy and military shows. Okay. So that's awesome. But right now we're watching Jackal, which is like kind of an assassinate, like it's an assassin. So we're watching that one, and then on the side while we're not together, I'm watching Andor because I'm a Star Wars guy.
And
I'm a huge fan of Andor. That's been really good.
George Kittle. You had me at hello there. Because I have shows that I watch, because Suze isn't into it, and then shows that we watch together. Yeah. She just doesn't like Slow Horses on Apple, so I've been watching that. Good. I've been watching that on my own. It's all good.
Me and my wife loved it.
Okay, so it's interesting. You and your wife have the Slow Horses. My wife and I, we go our separate ways on that one. But Andor is another one. I watched that with my 14-year-old son. It is good. George, it is one of the best TV dramas. Forget the fact that it's a Star Wars prequel to a prequel. Like it's a pre-prequel, and it's so amazing. It is truly one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. 100%. Agreed.
I think I'm only like 4 episodes into season 2. So, but I have a 6-hour flight coming up ahead of me today, and I'm going to watch as many episodes as I possibly can.
Brother, it's a slow mover. Episodes
It
1
is,
through
but it's
4
good.
in season 2, it is building and it pops. And it's
I
so
can't
satisfying. If you watch Rogue One, I imagine you have. It is awesome. You're gonna love. And then watch Rogue One. We watched Rogue One over the weekend. It's awesome.
Oh,
again,
dude, Rich, I didn't realize you're such a big Star Wars guy, man.
Oh yeah, George, you and I. Absolutely. I am truly a smokescreen. That's all I am. I'm a walking smokescreen. There's things about me you don't know, and that's why I'm glad we have these moments together, George.
I know. I'm glad we have these private moments, not on camera in front of a live audience, just to share the things that we love most.
Right, absolutely.
Like Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey.
Did you get him a baby gift yet, or what is it? How close are we? I
want to say it's like the second week of July. First week of July is when Olivia is due.
Okay.
It's, you know what? I had to think of something because I don't know if there's anything harder than trying to buy a gift for somebody who can buy themselves anything. Like, he can literally get anything for free that he wants. He can just call it up. She can call it up. They get anything in the world that they want for free. So what am I going to provide to them? Probably some Tight End U merch. That's what I'm going to get.
George, when we are done, I'm going to text you the perfect gift for Christian McCaffrey and his wife, Olivia, for their firstborn.
Do it.
I think it's something you're going to love.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. And it's going to be awesome. Trust me.
I can't wait.
You got it. George, thanks again. Just to recap, Tight End University's coming back for a 5th year. You could just take a look at like the man's. It's now like a NASCAR hood. My God, look at all those logos of all of their sponsors.
It's like a wrestling mat at this point.
We got Bud Light.
Okay, very good.
We got Gatorade water.
Nice, very good.
We got Dude Wipes and Old Spice to make you feel clean and cuddly. We got Jersey Mike's and Kinders providing the food for the boys. We got New Era to protect our nice faces from the sun. And we got Chubby's shorts and Chubby's t-shirts handing out all the gear, man. We're going to have a great time. The fun thing is, too, we have our concert this year. We got like 10 country music artists going to perform for the boys. Bustin' with the Boys is hosting it, which is sick, like I said. And then we have the golf tournament. So it'll be a fun one for everybody. Maybe some few surprises. Who knows? But I know it's going to be a good time.
And there's a logo for it. Let's put it up one more time. Because, George, in my business, I'm very keenly aware on who has, in the TV world, when you're on a studio show, they've got all the Photoshop of all the people who are on the same show together. They're clearly not in the same photograph together. It's all Photoshopped. And I want to know who has shoulder on the other person, who's front and center. Kelsey has shoulder on both you and Olsen. Did he demand that? Is it a contractual thing that he must have shoulder on you guys? What is this?
No, Greg Olsen just wanted him in the front because he wasn't wearing the hat. We didn't want 3 guys wearing hats in the photo. And how Greg is, like, his nickname is Coach Dad. And so we just kind of let him do what he wants to do. He has free reign. He coaches us like we're a Pop Warner football team, not professional athletes. Really, really humbles you every single day. But that's all Greg's decision.
Okay.
But I will say I am definitely the shortest of the 3. Greg's like 6'5" and Travis is like 6'5", 6'6".
So you made yourself look at that. Okay.
Look how big I look. Look how big I look.
Understood.
Back there.
And you're locked in. You're locked in.
What's up?
You're swole.
What's up?
Exactly. And that photograph, one more time, that photograph is of the man who's dating the most famous woman on the planet, Taylor Swift. A man, and then the man on the left is the one who outed the man on the right for asking Travis Kelce for Taylor Swift tickets when he was last on the show in studio 1 year ago. Is that correct?
That is true. That is true. That did happen. A lot of things happen on this show, man.
That's right. You never, ever know, including...
You just never know.
And then the last thing that says here on this card is George Kittle is fully controversial, trying to stir up problems in the locker room.
That's very fair. I will stir up any
it's too
problem with anybody.
It's
Besides, I don't need to incite. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. I don't really want to piss off Nick Bosa. I have to practice against him. I'm good on that one.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that. But besides that, I'll talk crap to all my other teammates just for fun.
George Kittle, everybody, the Pro Bowler who's now under contract, and he is the man, and he's got his Tight End University, and he's back on the Rich Eisen Show. Love you, George. Thanks for coming on, brother.
You guys rock. Have a wonderful day, and we should talk wrestling more often. Let your friends talk, Rich. It doesn't just have to be about you.
I had so many questions, but I didn't want to
Go
jump.
ahead.
It's great because now
This
I'm
is
just
fine.
now it's drama in the Rich Eisen Show. Does he dominate the show? Does he let anybody else
Stir it
talk?
up.
How dare
Stir
you?
it up.
This is not the Niners
Stir
locker room.
the pot.
You're
I
not
like
allowed
your
to do
style,
this.
George Kittle.
All right, George Kittle going to be on a future no contest wrestling
We love
with
that.
TJ and O'Shea.
George was in. I sat behind George at WrestleMania a few weeks ago. He was in like row
did-
one. I was back in like
Were,
8.
were you able to see the ring?
Yeah, of
He's a big
I'm
man.
not that
Right
tall.
down in
I'm not
front,
that
George.
tall.
Yeah.
Down in front.
I'm wide, but I'm not that tall. But I will say, I have one question. Why did we know why it's not why WrestleMania is not New Orleans and why we're in Vegas again? Did they ever explain that? Because I missed that.
No, I don't think there was any explanation because New Orleans just had
Oh.
a Super Bowl, so it's not like they couldn't hold an event like that. I personally, I think it's because TKO wants Vegas to be like the fight capital of the world, like it used to be.
Ah,
So have all
that
your
makes
major
sense.
boxing, your major
Yeah.
UFC, perhaps now the major WWE
Yeah.
events.
See,
That's
I
just
was
my
I was
thought.
really excited. I was excited to go back to New Orleans because this year I'm bringing up a bunch of my college football teammates. We have a group of 6 of us going to WrestleMania. That's my
Oh,
group
bet.
this year, and I was excited about New Orleans. But Vegas will be just as fun too. Got a lot of golf out there, so
Yeah,
we'll
Things to
enjoy
do.
ourselves.
There's things to do.
Six college friends get a lot of fun in Vegas.
Yeah, you can. There's things to do.
for sure.
George,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, all the guys that are coming, I'm the only guy who's not a dad yet. They all have multiple kids and stuff like that. So it'll be a sleepy round of golf with a lot of Bud Light. Hopefully.
okay, very
And
good.
a lot of body slams.
Yeah, and
And a lot of Gatorade.
A lot of Gatorade,
Yeah.
which
And
apparently
dude wipes.
has water that sponsors Tight End University. There he goes. George Kittle, everybody. The fully
Thank you,
hydrated
guys.
tight end of the
Well
San
done.
Francisco 49ers here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.